Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Sid Jones. Welcome back to RoX-TV Weekly. I am here with Casper.
Hi, guys.
And our guest will be here shortly.
They are running a little bit behind. Today we've got Daniel Dahmer, who, best way to describe him is he's like the king of, what the fuck did he just say?
Yeah.
And we got Ed Smash, so we're going to go like a little bit behind the Smash and talk with Mr. Smash. They've got a dope show lined up. They're on their way, but we're going to cover a couple of different news topics for you, like what's happened in the last week and what's coming up this week. I'm trying to get all of our shit done online, so I'm going to send this back over to Sid. What do we got going on, buddy?
Well, first off, I'd like to thank our sponsors for the show. We've got Carefree Foods.
They make the best food.
Oh, man, those deli
I've been on the
sandwiches.
Carefree diet so many times, and I gained like a bunch of weight.
I got to tell you, man. It's been a blessing having them be a part of our RoX-TV family. Those deli sandwiches, man, top quality. So for all your catering needs, for every single one of them.
Yeah, and there's not much that they don't make or can't make. They're like everything is delicious. I've had it all.
Turkey sandwiches, man, and they're loaded. Like, you know what I mean? It's not like what you get over at like Arby's, where it's like
Or you get like those spliced in half sandwiches from the gas station with like 2 pieces of meat, but it's all folded up so it looks like 10.
It looks like it's a big sandwich, and they just like got this like giant cardboard picture of a delicious sandwich, and that's not what you're getting.
Exactly.
But with Carefree Foods, do not worry, they will feed you. And however big your party is, whether it's 5 or 500, everyone leaves full.
Shit, 5,000. Like, there's some that we've done where it's been thousands of people. I've had to help with those ones a couple of times as a part of our partnership shit. But they can cover pretty much any kind of food needs that you might need.
We've also got Sticker Stash.
Sticker Stash. Love those guys. If you need anything printed up, literally anything printed up, contact Sticker Stash Customs. Those guys can do literally everything.
Whether it's for your own personal needs or whether it's for promotional use, they got you. And it's high quality, too. Like, it's high resolution printing. I don't know how they do it. It's great. I would also like to thank Seventh Dimension.
Yeah, we've got Seventh Dimension because they've got some dope-ass kratom. And what else did they hook us up with?
Coffee.
Lots
of coffee.
Coffee. I'm not a coffee drinker myself. That was why I didn't exactly remember it. But yeah, coffee.
I'd also like to thank, of course, Party Masters, man. Those guys with that RoX-TV microphone, the audio gear, anything you guys need for your events, technology or otherwise, things that I don't understand or comprehend, they got it for you. So make sure you're checking out Party Masters as well. For you could have Carefree Foods, and you could have Party Masters doing your event. Think about that. You get married, you got catering,
And you got all of your audio and visual needs taken care of as well.
Yeah, so you just need a guy to pretend like he knows what he's doing.
Like you?
Like me.
Yeah. I pretend to not know what I'm doing because then people expect less from you.
Right. I always keep my expectations low, so I'm never disappointed.
Exactly, sir. Exactly. Right.
So let's get into the underground here, Casper. You told us something about you've got some super gathering information. Am I right on that?
Well, just it's normal gathering information for the super gathering, but yes, everybody pretty much already knows tickets are still on sale, $195, and the car passes are $100, but they are literally, according to the website, sold out of everything else. I was just looking at it 2 minutes ago. The Big Ballers passes are gone. The RV passes are gone. This, that, everything is sold out except for the main tickets and the car passes. Those are the only thing that the website says is left.
That's crazy.
That is being held at what we are calling Shimmer Forest. It is 99 Moore Lane, Moore, in Springville, Indiana, July 31st through August 3rd. But I'm guessing most of the people watching already know all of that. At least that is my best guess, because they stay up to date on that shit almost as much as we do, if not more.
Speaking of the Insane Clown Posse, we did get to interview Razor Ray yesterday. There will be an Insane Clown Posse acoustic set at the Gathering of the Juggalos.
Really?
So that's going to be exciting. This has been confirmed by several people.
How did that interview go with you yesterday? I heard he got like a little dojo set up or something that he wanted you to come and check out.
Yeah, he's got his own studio set up, man. He showed us this like beatbox like maker thing. So it's like you do beatbox, put any sound into it, you can loop it. It's crazy shit like I've never seen. Apparently it's big in Europe. It's crazy. Also, the Fearless Fred Fury tour is got ready to kick off. We got Mushroom Head on there.
Yes, I got a little info on that. That the earliest date that I've saw is May 4th up through June 22nd. and the features on that are Ritz, Mushroom Head, and Mac Lethal. And I'll tell you what, I am so damn excited for this tour. I can't wait to go across the country again.
So this is May 4th.
Yep, May 4th. I believe that one was in Pennsylvania was the first date.
Good, because I can't make it that day because I will be interviewing punk rock band Grave Robber on May 3rd and 4th.
Well, may the 4th be with you on that day.
And then May 4th be with you. So. Oh, man, it's been great, though. Like, we've been covering a lot of hip-hop things. We've got 420 coming up.
Oh, yeah, I got a couple. There's everybody's doing a 420 show. Like, everybody's doing a 420 show.
I'm pretty sure you've got one going on, right?
I'm sure I do. I'd imagine so. I'm pretty sure I do. I don't know. That's what my manager's for. He takes care of all that. He tells me where I gotta go, what day I gotta go to it, and I just like, okay, done deal. But I got a little bit of info on a couple of different 420 shows, because RoX-TV is going to be spread thin that day. Like, we're going to have to send people to at least 3 different shows, I think.
I've got dibs on the Gordian Red show.
Yeah, I know. You got the Twisted's 420 pre-show, and that is in all ages, doors at 4. And go ahead, Sid. You tell them about the pre-show. I know you're excited for it.
The pre-show will be in the Pike Room, actually, for the pre-show inside of the same building as the Crowfoot, but there's 3 different venues.
Yeah, that's an interesting-ass building.
It is, and it's historic, too. Like, it's survived fires. It's been through hell and back.
No shit, really?
Yeah. There's an article that's actually written on RoX-TV.com, if you guys would like to check it out, on the best venues within the Detroit area.
I wonder who wrote that article.
Some asshole named Sid Jones, I guess.
Jid Sones?
Yeah, that's the one.
Jid Sones. And just so y'all don't think I'm being rude, I'm just sending the link to this live to everybody that I possibly can. That's why I'm staring down. But yes, please like, interact, comment, absolutely anything that you can do to help make this broadcast be seen across the country.
And the world. We've got people watching in England.
Oh, shit, look at that. We're fancy as fuck. We got Englanders.
We've got England. I know there's people from Scotland that watch us. There's people from all over, man. It's crazy. I just got a message from this one guy and says that we're one of the only sources he gets his music news from, which is something he wanted to discuss. You know, we've talked about 420. We've got Hash Bash coming up, so... he had actually a couple of questions about something that comes up later on in our segment where we'll be talking about the unfortunate circumstances behind Nipsey.
Oh, yes. Let's finish up with the 420 shows real quick, though. So another 420 show that we got is Puppet Master still in rotation. That one is going to be at Simon's After Dark. But the event page says canceled, so I'm not entirely sure what the deal is with that. In case it's not canceled, though, the people that I saw on the bill is Too Nice, Hammock, Death of Us All. Sorry, my handwriting is like chicken scratch across the page. We got Saint B, HB the Grizzly, Renee Moon, and Dying for a Living. And then, of course, we've already got Twisted's 420 show. And on that 420 show, not the pre-show with Gordy and Red, but the actual 420 show is Ritz, Blaze, Gmo Ski, ROC, Aaron Romero, and a couple others. But that one is going to be a dope show as well. I believe that is also an all ages show. If not, it's an 18 and over.
That is a lock, stock, smoking barrel lineup, brother.
Oh, hell yeah. That's going to be a sweet show.
You know,
that's going to be dope.
I was in 420 Sacramento last year.
Oh, no shit.
I was hanging out with my homie Irate. He just came out with a song not too long ago with Kung Fu Vampire. It's called Devil's Carnival. Scribble from Force 5 Records is also on there. It's a great track. You guys should check it out. But last year in Sacramento, man, that place was packed. Like, it was at the Ace of Spades, and it was some of the most energetic people I had ever seen, and it was incredible to have been there. Somebody bought me my my PBR there, actually. It was Mr. Lotus, I believe is his name, and he actually got me a PBR, so it actually became one of my favorite.
A Pabst Blue Ribbon?
A Pabst Blue Ribbon.
PBR is your favorite beer?
It's one of my favorite beers, yes.
Really?
Yeah, I'm also very partial to like Budweiser, and I believe I cleaned the refrigerator of all the Miller Lights, and I think I drank your
that Angry Orchard.
I drank.
Dude, that Angry Orchard is good as fuck. Like every one that I've tried are delicious. The green apple by far is the best though.
I love the green apple.
Oh, so damn good. All right, what are we moving on to? We got stuff coming up this week. I got a couple of shows that we got coming up. If you want to cover that real quick.
Yeah, talk about that for a minute.
All right, so April 6th. What the hell's the date today?
Today is the 3rd.
All right, so April 6th, we've got Redman and Method Man are coming to the Fillmore, which in itself should be a dope-ass show. We should try to get into that ourselves, try and cover that. So we've got the Redman and Method Man show at the Fillmore April 6th. The doors are at 8. That is an 18 and over show. And then another one that I seen coming up tomorrow at St. Andrews is Eric B. and Rakim. Doors are at 8:30, and that is another 18 and over show. Any other shows that you know coming up?
Yeah, but this one's in the far, far future, but it's big. Black Flag is on their reunion tour, like back together to promote. I believe it's to promote. Part of it is the Punk's 4-part documentary series on Epix, which is going to be fantastic. It's a phenomenal documentary series. They've already showed a sneak peek of Johnny Rotten of the Sex Pistols sitting down next to Henry Rollins, lead singer of Black Flag, and they will be in Detroit at Harpo's. And tickets, they've got 2 left for Harpo's. General admission, $71. And I really hope that I can make it there. I really hope
that's
so.
a hell of a general admission though for $71. That's got to be a sweet show though.
I mean, they're a classic, and that's one of the things I wanted to talk to our viewers about here is that we have decided that we love hip hop, we love the Juggalos, but there's one genre of music that I feel like we've really neglected, and that's punk rock. And so I will be going on uncharted territory. Well, your guys' uncharted territory, my home, away from home, punk rock. So Grave Robbers, May 3rd and 4th. I'm very excited about that. Black Flag, The Damned will be in Detroit. So that's going to be awesome. I'm hoping to make that show too. But those are my shows that I know that are coming up. Tomorrow night, we've got Jean-Paul Wallace. And he's playing at the venue where Red and Jean Paulus had played prior to, where that got canceled because of that polar ice vortex monstrous thing.
I don't want to hear those words ever again, polar vortex. I'm sick of the cold. I'm moving to Puerto Rico, Sid. They don't know what snow is there.
Hey, Casper, what's almost here and never comes? Spring.
Well, it's Michigan, dude. It's the only place in the world you get a sunburn and a frostbite in the same day.
I swear we only have 2 seasons. It's winter and summer. I think that's it. I think that's all of our seasons.
Hot and bullshit. That's what we got.
I second that.
Hot and bullshit.
What do you got coming up though for Underground News? Is that I think that pretty much covers my end?
Well, also we got to cover Hash Bash, because RoX-TV is going to be attacking Hash Bash as hard as we possibly can. We're going to be bringing at least 1, if not 2, of our camera people with us, and we're just going to be going and talking to as many street performers and artists and whatever we possibly can do, as much as we possibly can. I just got to try to keep you away from any indicas.
Anything that is THC.
Yeah. I'll try to find you some White Widow. We'll give you like a little hit of some White Widow. See how you work on that, since you seem to be obsessed.
I was about
to
say, I must already be high thinking about Hash Bash, because I swear we already covered that in this segment, and I guess we did not.
You literally said one thing about it, and then we had to jump back to something else, I believe. I'm not entirely sure what it was.
God damn it.
But we get sidetracked, dude. Like I tell everybody, my brain's like Grand Central Station. There's a train coming and going at all times, and I can't hop onto one because I'll get on the wrong one and go to a different platform.
At least they're going back and forth. Like at least they're going in one direction, it's either this way or this way. Like,
well, no, sometimes they're on the same track going in opposite directions, and then shit crashes, and then people get mad at me.
How are they crashing if they're going in opposite directions?
Because they're on the same track going towards each other.
That's not opposite of each other. That's
opposite directions. If they're going the same direction, it's all going one way. Opposite
same directions. Opposite directions would be one's going left, one's going right.
Unless it's flipped and going one. Yeah, one's going left, one's going right, but they're going towards each other. You know what? Fuck off, Sid. Nobody asked you. Nobody asked you.
I just wanted to bring that up, that Casper does not know how trains work.
Well, whatever.
By the way, thanks for making this water manifest out of nowhere.
Oh, that had nothing to do with me. That was our dope-ass production team.
I was going to say, do we have somebody underneath the table here?
I might, but you ain't going to find out. Thankfully, the cameras don't pan down that low.
I think there is somebody down there.
All right, what do we got coming up next?
Oh, so we've got news from the surface, brother.
Yes.
We got news from the surface.
Oh, shit. Ed Smash is here. So Ed Smash and Daniel Dahmer are pulling in now. I'm going to go grab them. You tell them what we're talking about real quick, Sid.
All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, we will be talking about news from the surface. The unfortunate incident with Nipsey. It feels very lonely in this studio. Everybody has abandoned me. So let's go to the chat real quick. We've got Alicia saying, Sid Jones, what up, fam? Good morning from Australia. Good morning to you from the United States of America. Beautiful country over here. The weather still sucks-ish. At least it's warming up, but we did have snow this past weekend. That was your weather report for Michigan. But we've got the unfortunate incident with Nipsey coming up that we will all be discussing. Trying to hold off on that because I know there's going to be some opinions on that. We'll be talking about Iggy Pop's new zombie film. And that's going to be a good one because everyone who doesn't like a zombie, who does not like a good zombie film? And if it's Iggy Pop, it's going to be brilliant. There's so many aspects to Iggy Pop with his acting. As a matter of fact, if those of you familiar with the Crow film, he played as the main bad guy. For those of you that don't know that. So Iggy Pop, not only a legend in his own right, being a punk rocker and being with the Stooges, from Detroit, I'd like to add. But you've got him as an actor in lots of films. As a matter of fact, there's a parody vampire film that came out. I think it's Suck, I think is what it was called. And it's a Canadian film. And it's actually got like Alice Cooper, Henry Rollins, Iggy Pop, and it's great. I love that movie. We've also got, ladies and gentlemen, we have news coming up of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame inductees. So the Rock and Roll Hall of Fames this year it's great. Janet Jackson, The Cure, and many others. So we'll be talking about that and the meaning of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. So that's going to be great. I can't wait to talk to the guys about that. I think the zombie one has really, really got me. Very much excited. I really, really hope that you guys will join me in welcoming Ed Smash and Daniel Dahmer.
What's up, guys? Welcome.
He's got on this really nice Malenko shirt. You've got on a, what is that? Something
cool
ninjas?
Got a pencil about. Yeah, it's like a baseball team but done up as a ninja.
Nice.
Yeah, like I got a few of these. Like it said the Cleveland Indians. There's the Cleveland Ninjas.
Okay.
It's just got a ninja mask over them.
Interesting. Talk to us about the Malenko shirt you got on there, Mr. Dahmer.
Fucking rocking the old school Hollow Wicked. Well, obviously a reprint, but Great Malenko is one of my favorite ICP albums, so I decided to rock the Malenko to go with the fucking Michael Myers.
Nice, got the colors
orange,
match.
You know what I'm saying?
I fuck with it.
The fucking,
So-
you know what's up, man? The fucking Malenko.
Gentlemen,
Oh,
much
yeah.
love to you guys.
What
So
up,
we're
Sid?
actually going to talk about something to throw you guys right here in the snake pit. That's
Throw
what we
us in
should
the
call
snake
this
pit.
segment, the snake pit. When somebody comes in late, we're throwing them right in.
Fuck it, throw it in.
Gentlemen, Nipsey has passed away, apparently a huge icon as far as his community goes and in hip-hop as well.
Yes.
Research in all sorts of different things, trying to do well for his community, putting money back into where he's come from. What are you guys' thoughts on Nipsey and the circumstances surrounding?
It was sad that he passed away. I remember the first time I heard of Nipsey was he was the GPS.
Turn your
still going.
GPS off. You here, man?
He was selling his mixtape for $100 because they only made like 100 of them.
It's crazy.
Okay, but you can get on.
That sounds like a
DatPiff.
hustle, though.
Yeah, you can get on DatPiff or whatever. But dude, like there might even have been 1,000 of them, but there were $100, and I was like, dude, and they sold out. Because, he made it rare, like, hey, oh, you gotta get this one time,
Right.
And he had a nice little fan base and stuff. But, yeah, he was, very sad situation.
I
See-
respect that, man.
Yeah, I found out about I found out there's a little bit of like conspiracy shit going on around Nipsey, so I immediately
happens
jumped right in.
anytime a rapper dies, they could die on a chicken bone and like eating. And
Oh yeah,
it's gonna be a conspiracy. Like someone slipped it in. Always it's whenever a rapper dies, it's a conspiracy.
Yeah. Well, there is a couple of different things that don't really make sense that are surrounding it. I actually did a little bit of research into it before the show today. First of which, he was shot in his own community in front of a store that he owned, I believe.
Yeah.
Which I guess he did a lot of community service work in his community to help build the community up and get people to go out and actually like be progressive and try to help humanity.
Yeah.
So I don't see how his own community would be down to let him die.
They said that the guy that shot him was a guy like
That was
messing
in
around
a
his
crew.
store, and
Yeah.
he told him he had to leave the property, and he came back and shot him
Because he was asked
didn't
to
want
leave.
him there. Yeah, he didn't want him there.
That also sounds very weird. If I asked you to leave my store, I don't think that's grounds for shooting me.
Yeah, but
Yeah, no,
But the difference in the hood and shit, there's
Yeah.
some other shit might have popped off,
Well,
like I mean, you know what Blade Icewood is? Like he got shot at his own car wash here in Detroit, and then got shot in his own house.
J Master J shot in his own studio.
Yeah.
You You know,
Or a
that's one of the things I want to talk to you guys about here real quick. And I talked to Razor Ray about this. You know, we've seen John Lennon shot by a fan of his because he read Catcher in the Rye. You know, we've seen artists overdose, and we've seen, you know, the unfortunate passing of, you know, the guitarist for Pantera. And he was shot by a fan as well, and that was because he was leaving the band, which is sad.
Yeah.
And I think he was a cop, too, wasn't he? Wasn't it a cop that shot him?
I'm not 100% sure. That's Selena. Same
Same thing.
thing.
So I noticed that, like, in rock and roll, your fans will kill you. In hip-hop, your enemy will kill you. You guys want to commentate on that for a little bit?
It might not even be your enemies. It might just be someone in your crew that had jealousy in rap. Because it's just like, you know, depending on the rapper, it's like, it's shit that happens, you know, in, you know, the hood. Like even with Tupac, like people could think it was the government or whoever all day, but realistically, 5 minutes before he jumped a Crip in the lobby of the hotel. Like,
Right.
You know, there's real penalties and shit behind that. You know,
I mean, there's
you live in a
repercussions.
street life. You know.
You know, it's like in that Body Count song, "Talk Shit, Get Shot," right?
Yeah.
Dahmer, your thoughts?
My thoughts, I mean, it can happen anywhere, you know what I'm saying? Like, we could walk out here and get shot just for fucking, you know what I'm saying, walking out. I mean,
You look like a guy that screwed my wife 20 years ago.
Yeah, you know, they can, oh, I don't like you. I don't like the way you looked at me. You know what I'm saying? I don't like the way you're dressed, you know? Or fucking.
I remember when I was 13, I had a gun pulled on me for wearing an Orlando Magic jersey.
I thought she was a Crip.
Yeah, and I was in the wrong neighborhood, and I was like, no, I like fucking Penny Hardaway.
Fucking Penny Hardaway, man.
Well,
Like,
yeah,
shit.
there's a video where it's like if like you see somebody wearing a Boston's Red Sox hat in L.A., like do not approach them. Like it's a secret symbol thing. Like they took all these sports teams and had them represent their clique, their gang, or this portion of their gang. So if it's like, you know, the Phillies, they're not representing for Philly.
You ain't got a Dodgers hat on. You're in the wrong.
Yeah, you're wearing the wrong baseball team around here, brother. See, that's another thing too. Like you just can't be a fan of like just anything anymore. Like now it's got like a double meaning to it.
Yeah.
I know Red talked about that a couple of times where he's
gang
like,
related right here.
right,
You know?
right.
You might be gang related.
And I'm sure we'll be talking about that at some point because after the Super Gathering this year, I'm pretty sure the media will be popping off about the Juggalos again. But the Juggalos have been getting a lot of love, man. Big Ballas was phenomenal. And then when they did their acoustic set down in South by Southwest, Casper can vouch for me on this, there was evangelicals, Christians, in line to get into that show. They were like, we found out they believed in God, and we wanted to check it out.
Yeah, that was some interesting conversations that we had with those folks. Just real quick, if you were in the chat room, hit like, comment on this, share it, absolutely anything you can to help get this algorithm up. As the more people see this, the more it helps us out, and we're trying to entertain you fuckers.
We're always trying to entertain
Before we
people.
do move on, though, I did have a couple of notes about Nipsey. So I guess he was working on a documentary about Sebi Bowman. I believe that's how it said. Dr. Sebi Bowman, who was a celebrity doctor who's worked with Travolta, Eddie Murphy, Michael Jackson, and a bunch of other people. And I guess he was said that there was something called the African bioelectric cell food therapy, which would help with AIDS, cancer, asthma, heart problems, arthritis, mental issues, just to name a couple of different things. And Nipsey was doing this documentary on Sebi and the treatment, and then he flat out said in the documentary that if he died, it was because of this documentary. And I guess now that he's dead, Nick Cannon is going to be finishing the documentary.
Nick Cannon of all people.
Nick Cannon.
Yeah.
Hopefully, you know.
Hopefully Nick Cannon doesn't
Yeah,
get
hopefully
shot
the
next.
same outcome happens with Nick.
Yeah, exactly.
Just joking. Well, we got something to look forward to.
This is horrorcore in here, guys. These are some people that have dived deep into the underground. Once again, to introduce them, we've got Ed Smash.
Ed Smash, behind the smash.
And Daniel Dahmer, the king of what the fuck did he just
Yeah,
say?
that's how I put it. Daniel Dahmer
fuck
is like
did
the
he just
king
say?
of what the fuck did he just say?
The fucking random shit, you know?
Like, what was the one song? I think the one that threw me off the most is your song, I got a
bag.
blowjob last night and shitted myself.
Oh, shit myself. Yesterday I shit myself while
Shit
getting
myself,
my
like,
motherfucking
get my
dick
dick
sucked.
sucked.
yeah.
You know, it's like what I like to call stoplight music. You know what I'm saying? In the summertime, you roll your window down and, you know, you turn it up real loud. You got some person next to you, and they look at you like, what the
They're
fuck is
driving
he
to the beat and
listening
they
to?
hear the
You know what I
lyrics
mean?
and
Like,
like,
what kind
wait.
of shit is that? that's why I make shit like that. You know, it's fun.
So who does most of your album work? I know it's all got like the same style.
My homie Jason, actually, I've known him for a long time. Like he's been doing my shit since like from the beginning. Like fucking ID's illegal. Jason, I don't know whatever he wants to go by. He goes by a couple different aliases, but he's always killing art for me, man.
That's dope.
He's done art for a lot of people too.
Yeah, and he's got like that old school ICP cartoony kind of look to it. Like it
well,
looks
he's
cartoony,
done
but it's
stuff for
brutal
like
at the same time.
Isham, yeah, he did shit for Isham.
Shit.
I'm trying to think. Mastermind, Dice.
Mastermind's artwork was sick, dude. You
Dice
definitely
is-
like see like kind of like the ideas from like Mastermind's music and Isham's music, and it's like shown on those CDs. You know what I mean? Like you know what you're about to listen to.
Oh yeah, for sure.
It's phenomenal. Speaking of horrorcore, speaking of horror, speaking of, I guess whatever we're talking about, terrible segue. Iggy Pop's going to be in a new movie.
Yes, a zombie film called Dead Don't Die.
Yep.
It's a
Bill
horror
Murray.
comedy, which it has Adam Driver, who plays Kylo Ren, Bill Murray, Selena Gomez, Steve Buscemi, and a bunch of other like big name people. But it's supposed to be released on June 14th. And I just thought it was funny because Iggy Pop's supposed to be playing a zombie in this, isn't he?
Yes, he is.
I mean, like, how much makeup work do you think they got to do on him to sell
Not
it?
much. But,
Have you seen the dude with his shirt off?
Yeah, but what I heard though too is like it's like you know how he's got a thing where supposedly he's throwing shit on people.
Right.
I guess he's throwing body parts.
Oh, he's
or
going to do like a little
flat-
play on that.
Yeah.
You know, people,
no.
it wasn't that
See.
he was throwing fecal matter. That was G.G. Allen. He
Oh,
was
okay.
doing
Oh
things
yeah,
like that.
pissing on people.
Yeah, but
Fuck yeah.
here's the thing: when Iggy Pop was on stage and he was like crowd surfing or whatever, there was people that were like, "Yeah, he was probably pissing on the crowd or whatever." And then, of course, back in the day, they didn't have the internet, so it was like, "Oh, Iggy Pop was pissing on people."
It was like word of mouth back then, you know.
Right.
What I'm saying?
And
Like,
now
yo,
R.
this
Kelly's
guy's
locked up
crazy.
for it.
This guy pees on people.
Yeah, well, they're of age.
Now you can
probably.
see it, just fucking YouTube video.
Well, I was telling our viewers before you guys came in that Iggy Pop has actually got a pretty decent catalog of films. His filmography is amazing. He's done, I think it's called Vampire. It's Suck, I think is the name. It's called, or Bite. I think it might have been Bite.
I think I know what you're talking about.
It's that Canadian
Is that like
film.
a comedy movie, right?
Right, it's
You
like
talking about that one?
it came out right around the time of Twilight, right around the time of, like, you know, Vampires Suck, like the scary movie version of it.
Yeah.
And it's got Henry Rollins in it, Iggy Pop, Alice Cooper, and like so many of these other like rock stars that, like, you know, there's this vampire plague and they're all trying to, and it's actually really great. It's based around of a band. I've seen it like 2 or 3 times.
Filmed on their day off in Vancouver.
Right. It was well shot though. Great film. I'm really excited to see this. I mean, with an all out cast like that, and I just kind of want to see Selena Gomez, like, you know, as either a survivor, or I want to see her as like a zombie. Like either way, I just think that's going to be great. Like, when it shows range for Selena Gomez.
Shh, God, Ed, so rude. You're supposed to turn your ringer on vibrate. He
She
walks
was,
in with his GPS still going. You still got your phone going. Guys are ruining our podcast.
Well, hey, it was like we literally didn't I barely could finish that cigarette.
It's all good. I'm just glad you guys were able to show up.
Yes, we are
Traffic
glad you
on
guys are here.
696 is whack, man.
696.
696 is fucking terrible.
There we go.
Oh, that
Like,
doesn't
I
surprise
come
me.
from this
Especially
way, and then
since
I had to
it's rush
drive
hour
out
right
to
now.
fucking Warren, and it was like ridiculous trying to get there. On the way back, it wasn't as bad, but you could see the traffic just getting more built up. Like,
Your traffic report from Daniel Dahmer. Ladies and gentlemen.
yes.
Daniel Dahmer with the traphic. Next time we're gonna get you a helicopter, or
Fuck
like
yes.
we'll make it look like we're in a helicopter, and I'll just be going.
We'll get Razor Ray's beatboxing mixer that we were talking about earlier. That interview will be
Yeah.
coming out soon. He's got this beatbox mixer, and I guess they're big in Europe, and it's like DJing, but with like whatever one noise you put into it, you can loop it, do some crazy shit with it. It's technology, so I don't
Fucking
understand.
technology, man.
How does it work? What else do we got in mainstream news, brother? I know we got one more thing that we need to
Mainstream news.
We've gotta
Oh,
do
the
some
Rock
circus.
and Roll Hall of
Fame,
Fame.
yes.
Yes.
Janet Jackson, an inductee into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
I've got a whole
Oh,
list
nice.
of
She have
everyone.
a nip slip.
Apparently, the requirements to be inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of
25
Fame
years.
is
Your
your
first
first
major
commercial
race.
recording has to be out at least 25 years ago.
Oh,
I
shit.
didn't see any other requirements other than that,
No,
really,
no.
like a specific number of album sales or anything. But the people that were inducted this year, The Cure.
Yes, The
Okay.
Cure, love The Cure. They will be going on tour as well, and they've got a new album coming out.
Oh, wow.
So that's exciting. I
And
love
then
the
we got Def Leppard. Def Leppard was also inducted into the
Sweet.
Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
I've heard of them.
Janet Jackson was.
No arm guy, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Stevie Nicks was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, which is like one of my mom's favorite fucking artists in the world.
By the way, do you want to say hi to Mom real quick?
Hi, Mom. I don't think she's even watching. My douche of a dad was watching earlier. I don't know if he's still here. And if you are still here, what's up, fat man?
Loving family over at the Casper household.
Oh, yeah, my dad's an asshole, but he's my asshole. Willie Hayes up in the room, and so is Tony Smoker. Oh, I told Tony Smoker that I would drop this for him real quick. Yesterday, Tony Smoker, DJ Tony Smoker, dropped a video called Being Truthful on YouTube.
Ooh.
And I watched it this morning, and there's a couple of really funny-ass lines in there. So definitely check that out if you get the chance to. And so Willie Hayes and Tony Smoker just dropped in to say Fago Gang real quick.
Hashtag Fago Gang.
Back to finish up our inductees. Radiohead was also inducted into the
Dope.
Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
I fucks with Radiohead.
Roxy Music and the Zombies were inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Zombies.
Yes.
Like
The 40s, 50s, whatever.
Okay.
You know, fun.
I was thinking of the Cranberries. For some
Probably.
odd
I
fucking
thought, yeah,
reason.
Cranberries,
early.
the zombie song.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the first thing that popped into my head, too.
I got to tell you guys, one of the best moments in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame history was when Johnny Rotten wrote that letter to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame denying their induction, like why they are not going to be there. They called it like a shit stain your piss and wine.
That's fucking dope.
It was great, and I think it's like
Real
right
rock
up your
star
alley.
shit.
Right, it's like right up your alley. And the thing is too, he hand wrote it, and it looks like a 5-year-old wrote it. Like you can't really read the handwriting all that well. So he literally did not give a shit enough to like even be like, "Dear Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, while we appreciate this," no, he just went all out ranting.
Like, fuck
and
your
then,
Hall of
and
Fame.
they
Fuck
had
you,
to read
Rankus.
it. The guy it's on YouTube. You can hear him read out that letter. He actually had to sit there and he struggled reading it. I'm pretty sure he had like 5 translators for this thing. But he's standing there and he goes, he reads that letter and he goes, "So, Sex Pistols, sorry you couldn't be here." And they still got into the Hall of Fame because it's like once you're inducted, like yeah, you're inducted, but you get to decide whether you show up or not.
Huh,
Another fun fact: there's something called the Raspberry Awards for film, and
Yep.
the only person to ever accept their Raspberry Award, Tom Green. Tom Green was
Freddie
the
Got
only
Fingered.
for Freddie Got Fingered.
That movie, that movie was so messed up.
The award
so many
system
ways.
is so messed up. Like you don't want to
Well,
be
yeah.
in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Like you're denying, and they're like, "Fuck it, we're putting
It's
you
like
in there
voting for
anyway."
the president. They make us think that we have a
can't
choice
talk
and
about
we have
that.
some sort of say.
We're not allowed to talk about presidents.
No
or
conspiracy. Oh, I didn't know.
Politics.
Gonna take
is a
away my
no-no.
conspiracy shit. That's
Fuck
bullshit.
politics.
That's
Yeah.
bullshit. Taking away my
Not allowed
conspiracy
to talk about
stuff.
politics or religion, anything like that is hands off, I guess.
Whatever.
I got in trouble
Anyways,
last week.
before we move on from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, just a couple of the nominees that didn't get inducted: Devo,
Crack that bit.
John Prine, Kraftwerk, LL Cool J was a
What the
nominee.
fuck?
Yeah, MC5, Rage Against the Machine.
What? Now I'm mad.
Rufus featuring Shaka Khan and Todd Rundgren were all
Shaka
the
Khan?
nominees that didn't get inducted
Look,
this year.
look. Not a fan of LL Cool J for one. He doesn't even like belong to be nominated for something like that. For one.
Why not?
Second, MC5. That doesn't shock me. But Rage Against the Machine, with everything that they've done.
The fact that it took this long for Def Leppard to be inducted is kind of surprising to me.
Yeah, you're not wrong there. Speaking of Hall of Fame, gentlemen, I know, I can tell by looking at
Wrestling?
you. Wrestling fans. WrestleMania coming up this weekend. Are you excited for Brock Lesnar to retain his Universal title and defend it next year? Are you
Fuck
good?
Brock Lesnar.
He just got excited. Did you hear that?
he'll
Like
do-
his voice changed and everything.
He'll
Seth
defend
Rollins.
it in 6 months.
Yeah.
Team Seth Rollins.
Nah.
Yeah.
That's wishful thinking, man.
One of the
Nah.
greatest out now.
It's going to be a fucking 15-minute squash match.
Yeah, I'm guessing so. Because how could you make it that way?
Like, we should do a bid right now. 17 suplexes.
17 suplexes.
17
17.
suplexes.
That's my guess. 17.
Well, I'm not a gambling man, so I'm going to let Dahmer or Sid take you up on that bet.
But I gotta ask you guys this: while WrestleMania is coming up, great event. I've been watching wrestling from like the time I was in the womb until 2014 when the Undertaker lost his undefeated streak, and then I lost all hope in wrestling. And
Yes.
I was done.
Goldberg's the best.
I think
But-
people cried over that. Like, there was actually
I
people in the
wasn't-
crowd
Yeah.
like,
I was
No.
reading the results to my blind friend. because we didn't like. So I'm calling him miles away, and he goes, "All right, call me with the WrestleMania results." I'm like, "Okay." So I'm on the phone with him, and I'm reading the Brock Lesnar Undertaker results, and I'm looking down at the bottom of the screen. I'm like, "Brock Lesnar beat Undertaker." He goes, "Man, stop fucking with me." I'm like, "No, he lost. He lost. Like Undertaker lost." He goes, "Check another website." So I check another website,
another one.
and I Google it, and that's all you could see, and that's when you see that one dude with his hands on his head
Yes.
like this,
Yeah.
like.
The most epic, like, and they use them in every commercial now. You always see like that commercial.
That
Like,
guy
he'll be
needs
in
to
all
get
of them.
like some sort of thing where it's like anytime they
some
use
royalties.
that image.
Yeah,
for
like,
sure.
Because that's using someone's image. You technically should
I
be able
know
to.
they had him on the Edge and Christian show.
Really?
Yeah.
Like I like last time I personally was like this was like the last season of Game of Thrones, because like for an hour I was sitting there like this, just like holy shit, what's happening? And then when I pulled my hands away, my hair was all stuck up and floofed and just looked terrible.
Looking
Clearly,
like dude
Casper
from
does not
Ancient
watch
Aliens.
wrestling.
No, I like Goldberg was my shit back in the day. Like I was a little kid, Goldberg was my childhood hero, and I even got to meet him like one time, and he was cool as fuck. But
Yeah, I got to meet him too. I ate a corn dog with him.
you ate a corn dog with Goldberg?
Yeah.
Must have been his cheat
That sounds
day.
like a Dahmer song.
There you go. You got your next act. You
Here
got your
we
next
go.
song. That's what you got to do. Now you got to somebody come out like you know they had what was his name?
Gilbert.
Gilbert. Yeah,
Gilbert was
Gilbert.
hilarious with
This
the
dude-
sparklers and shit when he came out.
He was just here.
Gilbert was just here.
Yeah.
Not
There was
here
a
in-
wrestling promotion out of Port Huron.
Yeah.
Like Blue Water Wrestling or something.
Oh, I'm familiar with them.
I
Yeah.
believe they had Gilbert here not that long ago.
Goldberg.
Which so speaking of WWE and things like that, now I know I'm not allowed to talk politics, but everybody who's anybody can shit on Vince McMahon, including that of John Oliver. Did you guys see that?
I did not. I seen people
Oh.
saying fuck Vince McMahon, but I did not see
Yeah.
exactly what was
so John Oliver did an investigation on the WWE with their contracts and found out that in the contracts they are listed as independent contractees, contracted.
said. Oh yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, I've
I've
heard that.
known that.
I've heard that
but
before.
they're not technically speaking.
No, because they keep under. That's why like Raven and a bunch of people try to sue him.
right, and
Because if I'm an independent contractor, like I'm my own LLC, but I don't own my name, okay, and also I can't perform for anybody else. So how am I an independent contractor? I'm contracted through you. So technically, you should be giving me health care, 401k option.
and that's not what they're doing for the wrestlers.
Yeah,
and
they've
that's,
never done it.
And that's what
That's why
John
them old
Oliver
guys-
brought in, and he talked about like how snakish Vince is, and showed like some of like the.
Wait, they don't even give them health care?
Yeah, all them old guys that are
all
retired.
day, every day. They don't even like
There's
be like,
guys that
here,
have
let me
nothing.
pay for your ad
They were
Tylenol.
from the '80s. They have
Right.
nothing now. Like they're literally like broke as fuck. Like
And
that's why
it's
they resort to
terrible.
signing autographs for money because that's how they gotta make a living now. They don't got no retirement
Yeah.
fund and
But now here at WrestleMania, he's actually said, "I am not telling you. You absolutely have to. I'm not telling you to, but I'm saying that they listen. The WWE listens to their fans when it comes to wrestling. They were a little too late with Daniel Bryan, and there's been a couple of mishaps with that prior in the years. But there's a lot of things that they listen to the fans on. Look at the Divas, for instance. You know, now they're taken seriously, and that's what they wanted. And Vince McMahon even tweeted out, and he says, tune in, keep watching, you'll see." And now look at what we're seeing this WrestleMania.
they're killing it.
Right.
The Divas are killing it. They're putting on just as good matches as the guys.
Their headline, their main
shit,
eventing.
for sure. Like Charlotte Flair, she's a fucking
Sa-
monster.
Sasha
like-
Banks, in my opinion.
No, but I'm saying like Charlotte, like Sasha's a good wrestler too, but like the athletics, fucking crazy. Like the shit you ever see her do the fucking like the fucking what is it like the backwards like flips off the
Oh,
fucking
yeah.
top rope.
Oh, she do like some Rey
It's
Mysterio
crazy, man.
type
Yeah,
shit where
like-
she just like goes all squirrely around the ring and
Like
shit.
what? These women are putting
But
on
Sasha,
matches.
Sasha Banks to me like fucking shined in the last two women's Royal Rumbles.
Ed just wants to spit on Sasha's butthole.
Probably.
Yeah,
it
that's
seems that way. He is Ed Smash.
Ed
Smash.
She really did. Her and who's the chick in the panties?
Chick in the panties.
You
I
did,
can't say her name.
I could list you 500 of
No, the
those
chick
female.
with the wears the girder shit that used to be in Japan.
Oh, Asuka.
Shaka, yeah,
Asuka.
Asuka De La Hoya, whoever it is.
De La Hoya. That sounds like a. that
Daisy
sounds like
De
a-
La Hoya from Rock of Love or some shit.
I was gonna say.
Daisy Fuentes, yeah. her.
I was gonna guess that sounds like an MMA fighter for like, you know, whatever that
He's talking about Ronda
UFC.
Rousey, right? Are you talking about Ronda Rousey?
No, I'm talking about the Chinese chick.
Asuka, okay.
Yeah, Asuka.
I just want
want
to be sure.
Whatever
Be
her
sure.
name is.
That still sounds like a UFC MMA
I know.
fighter
I
name.
was saying her name wrong, but that's what I do.
Asuka.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that
It looks
person.
like Asuka.
Oscar.
That's what it looks like, Asuka.
So I gotta ask you guys this, because I am so far gone now, in the whole wrestling thing. Daniel Bryan, is he actually defending that eco-friendly belt, or
Against Kofi Kingston.
it is against Kofi?
Yes,
Is
and
it-
I hope Kofi takes it. That guy
is
deserves
it-
it.
is
Like,
it made
he
of
deserves
hemp?
it for sure.
Not only does he deserve it, they set that up perfectly back in the day. Now, I remember this. There was a backstage random brawl between Kofi Kingston and Randy Orton. Now, that reminded me of like when Austin was like going back and beating up Bret Hart. If you guys remember that. That would have been a perfect
yeah.
time to bring Kofi Kingston heel. Because with Randy Orton, he was face heel. Like, you don't even know the difference. Sometimes fans just cheer for him. He's like, he's got to remind him, I'm the bad guy. And they go, oh, oops.
Yeah, 'cause Randy
But I
Orton.
think that would be perfect. Kofi Kingston needs that. And we get to talk wrestling a little bit in pop culture because music is involved in wrestling with some of the greatest theme songs, which I want to plug real quick. RoX-TV.com. You'd have to look back into our archives, but I did do 10 best songs that need to be used in entrance music.
I remember that one.
did do that one. We should do a re-up on that for WrestleMania, 10 theme songs that should be used for next year's WrestleMania. I think that'd be a good one. So let us know in the comments if you think, actually, give me an idea. I'm actually going to listen to the people for once. In the comments,
For
the
once.
next Sid Jones top 10. I'll let you guys decide. And if you guys do this and vote, you guys might be able to win a prize here watching live.
Oh shit!
Number-
Sid's gonna give something away.
number
And
one.
There are still some of you in
I
this
got a
room.
prize.
Just so you know, it tells us if you share this feed or not. I don't know what camera's looking at me, but
Yeah.
it tells us if you share the feed. So please share the
the
feed
feed.
for us.
You
And
need-
then if you don't, I'm gonna know that you didn't, and then I'm gonna cry, and you won't be my best friend no
You
more.
so need some more
Y'all want a
water
prize
in
to
here.
give away?
You got a
Yeah.
I was
prize?
gonna give this to you guys.
You got a
I was
prize
gonna pull it
for us?
out the fanny pack. Like,
What you
but
got? You've
wow.
given us some dope
I was gonna
prizes,
give
dude.
you-
Like that
I was
one.
gonna
What
give you
was it?
this.
Twistmas. You
All
gave
right.
us that lunchbox. Dude, that dude was happy as fuck to
The
win that
lunchbox?
lunchbox at Twistmas.
This is dope.
I wish I had the fanny packs to give you guys some fanny packs.
And that's got Boondocks,
So,
Extra
hold this up
Overdose,
for the cameras
Blaze,
wherever they're
Medical
at.
Records.
Looks like one's. I don't know. There's some bright ass lights. Which one's on right now?
This one's always on.
That one's on. There you go. That one's right in front of you.
So we got this right here. This will be, I tell you what, we're going to make this the giveaway. We'll make this the giveaway prize. I'll save the other one for next week. We'll make this the giveaway prize. Comment the next Sid Jones top 10 that needs to be done, and you get a chance to win this here CD, sealed from Daniel Dahmer. Daniel Dahmer, tell us about this CD right quick.
That is my brand new album, Slime City. We just dropped it. We went through mad shit to get that out. Distributors literally kept blocking me.
Yeah,
I
did you
did
have
that
to
damn
redo
cover.
the album cover?
We
or
had
something?
to totally
times.
redo it. Take all the offensive shit out and just write Slime City. And we finally got it out. It was a week late, but it came out. Yeah, so
Yeah, I
it's
kept
my
seeing you
favorite
kept
album I
having
ever
to
did.
redo this album cover because of
Yeah, you kept posting about it
Yeah,
okay,
it was
guys, we're going for
trash.
our fourth round now, trying to get this done.
It was pissing me off, man. I went through one place that I commend to everybody. I tell everybody, I recommend them to everybody, and they were we just can't distribute it. They wouldn't give me no solid answers. So I'm okay,
Why?
can you at least tell me why so we can fix it?
No,
that'd be
it's a
nice.
guessing game.
Just we cannot distribute this. So I went to another place. Okay, well this cover's a little too offensive. Can you take some of the sensitive imagery out? So we took the blood and the guts out. Well, we did that, sent him the one without the blood and guts. Then we get another email. All right, it still needs to be changed. We're okay, well, we'll take this out and we'll add this. And then I get another email when we're in Indiana or whatever. And I'm okay, what exactly do I need to take out? Can you tell me what I need to take out? And I get home and they're your album's being uploaded. So what the fuck? It was kind of threw me off because they said I still needed to take more stuff out, but
And then they changed
uploaded
their
it.
mind
Yeah,
last
it's
minute.
they changed their mind. What the
It's
hell?
like trying to get through the MPAA, it seems like.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
You should
man.
write a song about these companies, though, like
Fucking
Sex
censorship.
Pistols, speaking of punk rock. They did a song called EMI, and at the very end of the song, and they said, goodbye, A&M. And that's the record label that put out, never mind the bollocks, here's the Sex Pistols. So I thought that was a great little dig at A&M at the end of that, too.
Fuck censorship.
Right.
Nobody should be fucking censored.
Freedom of speech.
Freedom of speech.
It's my damn
You know,
God-given right as an
one of the things
American.
I love about hip hop, though, especially in the underground, where
But they're trying to take that away from us. You know?
I know they are.
Like
It-
a lot of like mainstream outlets and like outlets are trying to take that from people. Like they're really trying to tell you how to think, how to talk, how to act, how to dress. You know what I mean? And take like your own identity from you. You know what I mean? How you should
gotta
rap.
do it our way. And I
Yes.
noticed that if you don't play by the rules either, instead of just saying no, you can't do this. One, we're just going to demonetize your video, and you're not going to make it through the algorithm process, so you're still going to be down at the bottom of the barrel of YouTube. Ed,
throw
do
you
you have
in the
anything you want
cracks.
to add to this? Because I know that you manage Extra Overdose. You got some things going on yourself. Have you dealt with any of this political bullshit as far as the music industry is concerned?
Only thing we did was kind of fuck ourselves, saying we sampled a song, but because we really didn't sample the song, it was a sample of the lyrics. Okay. So
You're talking about the one from Suicide Squad, right?
no, like that we can't
Sucker for Pain, yeah.
Yeah,
we
Sucker for
we
Pain.
can't put that out fucking nowhere. Like we get flagged doing that shit
Yeah.
live, even if we say we don't own the rights.
Yep.
They will pop us so fuck.
Especially
As soon as
YouTube.
that, oh my god, it's
YouTube and
fucking
Facebook
fast.
been on some bullshit recently.
Dude, we got flat.
Oh,
All
yeah.
right, check this out. So the day Extra Overdoses album came out, we did a live to celebrate and play the whole fucking album. Right? We got fucking flagged playing our own music.
What?
Because we were being smartasses, and in the top we wrote, "We do own the rights." Because I was like, "What's Facebook gonna do? Block us?" And then when they say, because usually anything when Facebook tells you can't do something, usually you can counter it, like be like, "No, fuck you, bitch. I got this." Like,
Yeah.
I've had a struggle with ads, like buying ads before, because they'll be like, "Oh, there's too much text." I'm like, "Well, what the fuck is supposed to be on a flyer?"
Facebook
Right.
banned us actually from boosting our advertisements or our posts because of
of
our 420
Legalize It.
show or our Legalize It show.
Really?
Yeah,
That's
they
whack.
they banned us from boosting any and all of our posts.
You know what? They did that to me when I tried to sponsor the Ate Her Dirty Booty video. They said the
Ate her,
content-
That's
dirty, ate her
romantic.
dirty booty.
That's love.
See, this is what I'm
Yeah,
talking
like-
about. The name, like the name of your songs, are just shit you would hear in like some rundown bar somewhere that a guy's talking about a drunken weekend or something. Like that's
I
the,
got pink eye because I ate her dirty butthole.
like every
I don't know if I
song
can
of
vape
yours
in
is
here, so I'm just gonna
ridiculous.
do it with my shirt.
Oh, sure. No, I think you can vape in here.
Okay.
Yeah, you can vape in here.
It's
That's
like
fine.
smoke.
What's
Coming out my shirt
inside?
now.
Blaine, just so they're asking about your star tattoo. It is what's inside the star over here.
It's a treble clef.
Okay, yeah.
Penis.
Yep. You got a treble clef inside of there.
And
we
I'm
got
about to-
you guessing Stephanie Dahmer. Is that
I'm about
your,
to yes.
your lady? She said she shared this twice and that you guys did have a bunch of issues with the album. And then there was something else that was up in here. Oh, and then a couple of people asked me about my album. I got to get into the studio because I got to re-record a couple of things, but that should be out sometime, hopefully by the end of the month, because
What?
I want to do it before I go on the FFF tour. But okay, continue. I just had to get these comments out of the way
You
real
need
quick.
to do it. You need to do it after.
And again, before we close
Flyer
up here in about
report.
15 minutes, share this feed for us one time. Comment. We did have a couple people that. Oh, that was what the other one was. They did give you a couple ideas for your top 10.
Ooh.
My boy Blaine said top 10 unknown artists.
Oh, that's a good one.
And then another one was top 10 slasher movies pre-80s.
Oh,
We're breaking away from punk
That's a good one.
punk hip hop.
let's
We're
get
breaking away
that
from
there,
music with that one.
I like that one, the slasher one.
Yeah?
Yes.
Well,
with
keep
that.
on with the comments, guys. You got a chance to win this brand new sealed Fought to the Death.
Like,
Daniel Dahmer.
so is this like the final product that they approved, or like is this the original?
this-
cover?
Well,
This-
the
this-
online distributors wouldn't.
but
this
this is
is
the
what-
original one.
This is actually we ended up
had to take one thing.
had to
off
take
of
one
that.
thing out of there for copyright issues. Ronald McDonald. But this is how the product should sound. This is how the product almost should look without the Ronald McDonald.
Okay, yeah, that was the other thing that you had to take out.
Yes,
That's right.
Copyright, which I understood, copyright, okay, it's Ronald McDonald, but
Yeah.
characters like Casey Anthony are not copywritten.
I noticed
So-
you got a couple of, like, that one fat running meme chick on there.
Precious. Oh yeah. Honey Moo Moo.
and
or
Twerk
the-
for
what's-
Jesus.
Honey Moo Moo's
Yeah,
kids.
Twerk for Jesus.
Pee Wee Herman's on there. Twerk for Jesus. That's
Oh, I see, Pee Wee.
You got
There's
Pee Wee in there.
Is that Bill Cosby?
Bill Cosby. Yep, he's feeding Puddin' Pops.
This
Actually,
makes me wonder what else was on this album cover.
Ronald McDonald was the one that had to get taken
Ronald
off. But
McDonald
other than
for
that,
this.
this is the original.
That is the original
This
without
is the original,
Ronald McDonald.
except for the one with Ronald McDonald.
Okay, so
And
what-
Megan Park says that you're not even old enough to know 80s movies.
he's not wrong on that. But I do enjoy a good slasher from time to time, which means I got to sit down
I
and
can help you.
marathon.
I can help you with that.
Ooh, I actually get
I got some.
helpful
I got
ones.
some really fucking good ones that are like. I give you a number one right now, and you'll be like, you watch it, and you'll be fucking blown away. Like you'll go home and you'll watch it, and you'll be like, wow, this movie's so amazing. Why haven't I seen this? If you haven't seen it already,
Which is it?
Maniac with Joe Spinell. If you haven't seen it, oh my god, it's
Yes,
like
Maniac was
amazing.
great.
The
What-
original one.
Right, you saw the remake though.
The remake was good too.
They-
And he killed it. Like
Right.
he did really good. What's his name? Elijah Wood.
Elijah Wood.
Elijah Wood.
Was
I
it
think
Elijah
he
Wood?
really did
Yeah.
a good job. But Joe Spinell, the original guy, he was so into that character. Like it was like almost so believable. You know what I'm saying? Like you would think that he was.
That
was his life.
I actually made that a suggestion, by the way.
great movie.
I made that a suggestion for top 10 movies to watch for Halloween back when I was working for Juggalo News.
Oh really?
Really, back when Mars was running.
You know
it.
what's up, man?
Hell yeah.
That's like
See?
my favorite movie, man.
See?
Ever.
So y'all that told me I don't know my old school shit, eat it. All right, just eat it. Al Yankovic. Anybody? Did anyone catch that? Just eat it.
just eat
Just
it.
eat it.
Yes.
Right.
Weird
Weird Al
Al
Yankovic. That also old. That was old. I remember, which is funny. When I saw this, it made me think of that Weird Al Yankovic album where he's got like a lava lamp in his room and he's just chilling there and it's just like the place is a mess. Like when I saw this, I'm like, that was what made me think of that. Was Weird Al. So I thought that was
Fucking
I-
Weird
I-
Al. You
I
know,
think
people
this
always
is
compare me to him.
great. Really?
They're like, you're like a raunchy, nasty version of Weird Al.
The way I figured out how to describe it is you're like a non-racist juggalo David Allen Coe.
There you go.
Jeez, that's a mouthful. Can you actually say that, like, and people not like try and like burn his house down?
That's why I said non-racist. Because
Slightly.
he's one of like the most like nicest motherfuckers.
Oh, see,
and
there's
treats
shit you
everyone the
haven't
same.
heard. You haven't heard from Danny. Like, there's a song. I'm so mad because it gets taken down off YouTube
Hate
all
speech.
the fucking time.
Hate speech.
It's called "Kill Whitey," and
I
there's
fuck
like,
with that.
bro, he had a video and he filmed that shit in Royal Oak, and it was fucking great. And like, okay, so these like fake KKK people one time, like the Knights of the Round
KKK
Table,
took my
Rhoda-
baby
Knights of the
away.
White Table or some shit, like sent his music to professors at colleges and
They
like
analyzed it and
to-
shit,
and
like-
analyzed it and said how he's a self-hating Jew.
It's crazy though
And he's
because
not
like
even Jewish.
I'm a skinny ass fucking white kid. I'm like I really hate all white people. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, it's satire.
Well,
it's
what's
entertainment.
funny,
and
what's funny you say that. There is again, going back to punk a little bit, there's a song from Against Me called Baby I'm an Anarchist.
and that's what we tried to go with was like that punk attitude. That's
Right.
why I do like the I don't give a fuck. Like I'm gonna say what I want to say, do what I want to do. Like fuck who don't like it. It's what
Right.
I want to do. You know
Well,
what I'm saying? And
that's what I'm
that's
saying
what we
with,
tried to capture
with
with
Against Me. They did a song called Baby I'm an Anarchist. And in that song, they said, "Now I was screaming, kill Whitey at the top of my lungs, at the cops, at the cars, and the man in the suits. No, I won't take your hand and marry the
That's
state."
amazing. That's like
You know
amazing.
what I mean? Like, that song got put out. You can go watch it on YouTube right now. Now, you probably can't because,
They probably banned
somebody probably
Man,
went
there's
and...
so many soft
They
people
just,
in the
they
world.
just blacklisted
Yeah,
all
but no, like
conspiracy type videos on YouTube.
his hook was literally like, "Kill Whitey, fuck white people."
So didn't like a radio station set up a phone interview with you?
It was
to try and troll you?
okay,
Hot-
so this
Hot
is it was
97.5,
a
right?
like a prank.
Yeah.
I had no fucking clue. So I'm like, before I did this, right? It's like, oh, Hot 97. I'm gonna be on Hot 97. So who should I be? Should I be Daniel Dahmer as the entertainer, the character? Because I like manage my own shit, or should I go on there and be professional? Like, of course, Hot 97. I'm gonna go on there. I'm gonna be the businessman. I'm gonna be like
and then
more,
they're going to fuck with
you
you.
know, try to be. I should have. I thought about it before. I was like, should I fuck with them?
Oh, I'd have started fucking with
You
them
know
as
what
soon
I'm
as you
saying?
realized
But
they
I
were
was trying to be
fuck with you.
professional because I didn't want to ruin any like thing that could possibly, you know what I'm saying? Say
No,
anything.
that's how it would have been in the beginning. Once they
And
started
then,
being
like,
assholes, though.
They started talking the stupid shit, and it was actually literally fucking like.
Weren't they like
and-
calling juggalos meth heads and
Oh
shit
yeah, it
like
was
that?
crazy because they asked me. They were like, just asking me about my past and shit. And I had mentioned that I was influenced by, like, when I was younger, listening to a lot of ICP, Esham, and shit like that.
Of course.
And right off the rip, it was just like, from there, they got my ass, man. Like, oh, yeah, juggalos are all meth heads. I was, blah, blah, whatever. You know what I'm saying?
You bit that hook.
And I was
that
like,
hook and worm.
Okay. And then it was the second one. And you know what? I defended. I was like,
know.
it's there are some bad seeds. They're everywhere. No matter where you go, you're always going to get a bad seed. And
What you should have said was, you interviewed the king of them? You interviewed the kings of them. Because they were on Hot 97.5, the Insane Clown Posse. I would have been like, they're all meth heads, and you just interviewed two of the kings? Like,
I mean,
and
shit,
I'm the
I
asshole?
never even thought about that at the time.
Country, though. Most meth is probably country.
They fucking, whoever that guy was, he got me fucking good. They pranked me.
And that's what they'll do, too.
It was a prank.
Right.
It was all a prank, man.
So, speaking of pranks...
Hey, it was publicity for you, though.
We got to get into this.
But I was legit, heated from it, because there was just talking so much shit. But, yeah, go ahead, man.
We're going to continue this interview, and we are actually going to talk prank. We got something set up for you guys. We're going to play a game.
All right.
We are going to play a game.
That's
Play a
good,
fucking
we
game.
are going to wrap up soon. We got about 10,
right.
15 minutes left until we're going to wrap up the
So,
show.
you ready? It's a little game. You can play it in the car. You can play it on a first date. People love it. Casper loves it. It's been a long time since I've played it.
Only because you're here, big guy.
It is Marry, Fuck, Kill. You familiar?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
You're first.
Okay.
I was given your assignment by the powers that be.
Okay.
Marry, Fuck, Kill. The Golden Girls. So you got to pick one of the...
shit.
Yeah, so go for it.
I'm going to fuck Sophia, because she's like 150. We're going to kill... Man, I can't even think of their names. We got... one starts with an M. Blanche.
Okay.
Blanche. We're going to kill her. And we're going to marry... Man, I can't even think of the fucking...
I thought you were going to say Betty White. I thought you were going to say, I'm going to marry Betty White.
Yeah, we're gonna marry Betty White. What's her name, though?
I'd marry Betty White.
Rose. Thank
Rose.
you.
Okay.
Our camera crew as
Thank you, camera crew.
Or Wikipedia up for us right now.
Yeah, that's our man Jorg. He's taking care of everything for us. Jorg and Nick. They're the
huge shouts out
I said something about
of course, I get the Golden Girls.
They're the reasons we have this whole studio and everything.
Of course, you give me the Golden Girls.
I would. So I got one for you, man. I got one for you. So this one was hard because you've been all around, man. Like, you've been around a minute. I'm pretty sure, like, you've looked at like a rat run across the street, like, oh, that pretty tempting. So I thought that one was going to be a little more difficult for you, but it's almost like you sat there and you're like, yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Disease.
So I was trying to think of one for you for a Marry, Fuck, Kill, and I thought long and hard about it, and I was thinking The Craft. If you're familiar with that film, The Craft.
I get the Golden Girls, and he gets the...
Like I said, you're Daniel Dahmer.
Yeah, I do know it, but I don't remember exactly all their character names, so I'll just put it the best way I can. Okay. Right. I fucked the one bitch that was in The Waterboy.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
I bet she's a great lady. She looks crazy as fuck.
I killed the bitch with the fucking ripple skin.
Mm-hmm.
And then, I'd married the black chick.
For sure. Casper.
Yeah.
Marry,
do I have my own personal one, or am I going off of those ones?
No, out of the three in this room.
I've assigned you one, actually. I have assigned you one.
I have a personal one. All right.
And this one I absolutely love for you because of all the shit you've given me. Of all the shit you've given me.
I love giving you shit.
And now I'm going to pay you
like
back because this is going to be great.
Bring it, bitch. What you got?
Marry, Fuck, Kill the Ninja Turtles.
Oh, shit.
But there's 4 of them.
Pick.
Yo, hold on. Does this include the turtles or the fucking cast?
The cast.
Turtles.
Just the turtles?
Just the turtles.
All right.
See, I'd take.
All right. I got to figure this out. And I'm not good with the. Okay, see, this is bad for me because I'm colorblind as fuck.
If you're good at thinking, remember there's 5 of them.
Dude, this isn't fair because I'm colorblind as fuck. I don't know which names they are specifically. I just know their personality because the red and the orange and the blue and the purple look the exact motherfucking same to me. So
then
I can never.
You don't know their names.
All right, the one that I would probably marry is got to be the one that is always upset, like the stoner one. What the fuck's his name?
Michelangelo.
Yeah, I thought so. So I'd marry the stoner, and then I would fuck the tech guy because he's got to have some good ass sex toys.
Well, you could just fuck the girl turtle. They have a sister. There's 5.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah, she just doesn't come around often. She's like a side bitch sister.
What?
Yeah, she's like a distant sister.
He's
shit.
about to Wikipedia this.
Yeah, I've never
bring up
heard
the
this.
name.
For real, look it up.
Yeah.
Look it up. There's a
there
girl
is, there
turtle.
Our man York just came in the
I
room
just-
like, what the fuck are you talking about? I didn't know this.
Yeah.
But no, all right, so I'd fuck. Which one's the tech one?
She
It's
got
like a
titties.
girl
She got
version
shell
of Leo.
titties. It's fucking hilarious.
Which
dude.
one's the tech one, though? The one that was always...
Donatello.
Yeah, I
okay,
was gonna
so
say Donatello.
yeah, so I'd fuck Donatello, and then I would I'd marry the sister, I guess. Because if there's a chick
But you said
option, I'm
you'd
going
ma-
with
you
the
said
chick,
you'd marry
chick
the
option.
stoner.
Venus
Oh yeah,
de
marry the
Milo.
stoner.
Venus de Milo. That's the
Venus
Ninja
de
Turtle
Milo is
sister.
the name. Why doesn't it have like a dope ass old architect or like sculptor name like all the other ones?
I'm
Well-
sorry. All right, crazy story about Ninja Turtles because like he's freaking out. I'm
I gotta
kind of
hear
a little Ninja Turtle fan. So one time, me and my homie, we was at this event at Gibraltar Trade Center, right? And we're outside, and it was like around this time, like 4 or 5 years ago, whatever. Like there's wrestlers and shit there. We're outside smoking cigarettes with Kevin Eastman, the creator of the Ninja Turtles. And we're talking about getting high with him and all this other crazy shit. Did not know it was him.
That's crazy.
Got inside and they called his name. He's like, I gotta go. And he went up there. We're like, holy shit. Like,
That's who that was?
Cool. Yeah.
That's great, man.
Like, oh my God. I would have started like dick riding him outside if I knew that, asking him questions and shit. And he was so cool. He had nobody with him. know?
I gotta say, I've met Stephen King by mistake. Didn't know who he was. Just walked up to him, and he was taking pictures. This was up in Conway, New Hampshire, a place called Davis Park. And I walked up to him, just started talking to him, and he's taking pictures. And I'm asking him, what are you doing? Dude walking around with a camera like the one that he had on a bicycle. And he was like, oh, I'm doing something for like maybe a book or like a movie or something. Like, oh, you write and make movies? He goes, yeah, I write. I write a lot. I was like, oh, that's cool. I like writing too. And he's probably like, that's great, kid. I was 7 years old, 22 years old, 22, 23 years old. I decided I'm going to go see White House Down for the 4th of July. Because I thought to myself, who would be fucked up enough to go see White House Down on the 4th of July? This guy sits in front of us with his family. And I've got my now ex-girlfriend for a reason, out from New Hampshire, by the way, not one out here. I got a lot of those.
Continue, Sid.
I'm working on it. So she's like, can you ask that guy to move? I'm wearing a ball cap. You ask him to move. I lean forward. Nah, you can sit right there. She goes, why? Who is he? I'm like, that's Stephen King. She went, so? I'm like, so you're walking home. And he gets up. He gets up at the end of the movie, and he's like doing a stretching, man. Like he's not comfortable in that chair. I mean, you heard about the accident he got into many, many years ago. He's still feeling the effects of that. He's in mid stretch, and he sees me, see him, and he went, God, please don't say anything. And I just waved at him, smiled. I'm pretty sure I do was hyperventilating as I walked past. I'm like, oh thank God, oh thank God. But I got to actually see Stephen King twice. My grandmother, rest in peace. I miss her tons. She went all the way down to the mall where he was at to go sign a book, and she was like, "Will you sign this for me?" He pats her on the head and says, "I'm not working tonight," and he walked away.
That's the most amazing story I've ever heard in my entire life. Can
No,
you
it's
tell it
not.
again?
You're
Do you
just
have
giving
time?
me shit.
Yeah, I know.
You're
It's
just
kind of my
giving me
job. My boy Blaine says that
I-
I've met Casper. I was like, this fucking group. All right, so since you had a marry, fuck, kill for each one of us.
Motherfucker!
So
I was
it's your
trying to
turn.
avoid that. I was trying
Nope,
to
it's your
segue
turn,
away.
bitch.
I was like, trying
It's your
to,
turn, bitch. All right, so I thought about it for a second, and I've got two really good ones, but I think the one that I'm going to go with. So, marry, fuck, kill. Sarah Palin, Hillary Clinton, and let's go with Rosie O'Donnell.
All right, so I'm gonna kill Rosie O'Donnell, flat out straight. I'm gonna marry Hillary Clinton because I know that I get in that house with Bill and all them. There's some money there to be had. And I'm fucking Sarah Palin.
I'd probably marry Sarah Palin and then just fuck Hillary Clinton and try to kill her with my dick.
Nope,
Oh my
nope.
God.
See, that's the thing. That's the thing. She's senile, going out of it, right? You marry her, she's no longer with Bill. I get all that money. She's got books out, the whole nine.
That bitch is crazy. Have you seen how
But she's
bad
like
Bill
all that
Clinton
money.
looks?
But she's on her way
Bill Clinton
out.
looks like a cancer patient.
Collect that
I'm
money.
29 with gray hair. What do I care? She's on her way out. She's got to, you've seen her fall out of that car. She got out.
Just
she's
drop
part
some
of-
balloons from the ceiling. She'll be like,
Right. Right. That's what I'm saying. Like,
She ain't going anywhere anytime soon. She's got
Yeah,
that.
she's on her
She's
way
got access to that immortality bullshit that Rothschild and Rockefeller. and all
But
them
Sarah
got.
Palin, if you are watching this, I am recently single, so call me.
Did you see the porno that they made called "Who's Nailin' Palin"?
No, but I saw her in the Eminem music video.
She was in.
yeah,
That
Lisa-
wasn't actually her.
that
That was
was
the
actually-
actress, though, wasn't it?
No, that was the woman who plays in Nailin' Palin. That's the same woman
Yeah.
as Lisa Ann.
It was a pretty decent movie. I'm not gonna lie. It had a good plot to
Palin,
it.
Palin.
It had a good plot
Yeah.
to it.
Yeah, she would have been a fucking vice president you could have jacked off to for the first time.
Dude, okay,
Very
let's
cool.
go back to the controversy for a minute. When that music video came out, Bill O'Reilly was all over it. You know, when Lisa Ann was portraying Sarah Palin, he goes, and I'm invite Sarah Palin out to dinner and then nail a baby hello to my little friend. They played that, little clip. They played that, and then they had a guy come on and talk about, like, how offensive that was in hip hop and shit like that. Now your music comes out, it's being like broken down by professors. Where does it become a line where it's like, we've heard this a dozen times versus something completely new?
People are still fucking stupid.
Yeah.
That they don't
lying.
get that music is entertainment.
And also that for some odd reason, only rap is taken serious.
Yes.
No one's like, fucking Ozzy doesn't really worship the fucking devil and
Well,
fucking
yeah, fucking.
and ride a bike through hell.
But
Meatloaf didn't come back from hell.
that whole biting the head off a bat thing, which by the way,
Was an accident.
Right.
Yeah, he thought it was fake,
Yeah, he thought it was a prop.
but
And-
still, that was a badass move. After he followed through with it.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, just in general, like, no one holds rock people to standards. You know what I'm saying?
Marilyn Manson, he got, when that Columbine thing happened, Bill O'Reilly was bringing everybody up. Insane Clown Posse was up on that. Marilyn Manson was up on that. So that way they could put the blame not on like gun
so you
control and
could-
things like that.
'cause it
Blame
creates ratings and
entertainment.
stupid shit like
Yeah.
that.
Blame
But
entertainment.
what's funny is like Manson was also sophisticated when he was talking to them and like,
He's a
damn, that's
smart
good
guy.
interview.
Yeah,
Right.
ICP was like, I don't give a fuck.
Right.
I thought that was their response.
Right.
I don't care if they're painted like me. I go in that motherfucker.
Right, and that's one of the things that people don't realize, and there's so many things that go on in the Juggalo community. Like, look, they're two dudes in clown face paint. How serious are they wanting to be taken? But I say that, and I contradict myself, because they went platinum on their first platinum album was Amazing Jungle Brothers. Please tell me I'm right on that.
Great Malenko.
I think
Malenko.
did Malenko? I thought it was-
first.
I thought it was
Malenko.
it was Malenko that went platinum first.
Yeah.
Well, remember all the controversy behind that.
Right, that's why I didn't think.
But
it went
also, it took fucking.
It sold like
3 years.
17,000 the first time they put it out through
And a
Hollywood,
second.
and then it sold another like 17,000 like when it first
Oh,
came out.
see-
But then they put the shockumentary out.
And then they
on
got into
MTV, and that's
WWE,
when-
and everybody was looking for that fucking oddity song, and all their albums ended up at the charts at one fucking time. Like Jay always tries to say it's the. Ooh, I better watch what I say. Jay always tries to say it's the shockumentary that put them on.
Right.
It's fucking wrestling.
Right.
It don't matter. You're only selling 2,000 a week. You had a good fucking 7-month fucking stretch.
Right.
You know, you
No,
had
you're
like
not
29,
wrong.
29 weeks that you're pushing 5,000 a week
But
on all your albums. That's why all of them went about the same.
right.
Because like at one time they had it was Malenko, Ringmaster, and Riddlebox were all on the top 200 Billboard. Now they were like number like 189, like 174.
But they were still on it. They still charted.
Yeah, and wrote it. Malenko to this day, I believe, is the third longest running hip hop album on the top 200.
No shit.
Damn. See,
Such a
I thought.
classic.
See, I thought that it was those numbers games that fucked it
Like I
up from
said,
going platinum.
It was
That's
the
what I
bottom.
thought.
It was that bottom 200.
Right.
But
But
you
that's
think
that.
all the different covers too.
Right.
Yeah.
So-
The gold, green, and the normal one. Right.
I ain't even lying. When I was a kid, I was like, I got
Oh,
to
that's
buy
right.
them
There's
all.
the
You
one
know
with
what
the
I'm saying?
double
You gotta
hands
piece
too,
them
where
together.
he's got the one in both hands or whatever.
No, what it is there was the gold one had the whole name of the fifth Joker's card. If you bought the green, the purple, and the red, and you put the inside covers together, it spelled out the Amazing Jackal Brothers.
Right. I remember that.
No shit.
I actually got the original, like normal, the red one as the one that I got. Many years later after it had come out, I actually didn't get involved in the Insane Clown Posse, like knowing their music, until after the Six Jokers card dropped, and that was the first album I bought. Was the Six, so I didn't get to feel that anticipation, but I got to go back in time for the first time ever. So, like, if you've listened to them front to back going forwards, you never get that experience of going backwards either, which is funny because it kind of echoes what they said in the Nuclear edition of Bang Pow Boom. Seeing it end is only second best to seeing it begin. And I was like, well, that's funny. That's how I ended up
Go
in the
back
Joker
in
concert.
time and
What's-
enjoy it all.
Yeah,
Right.
because like what's crazy is like I literally remember when like they were a local group.
Right.
I was actually seeing them. I'm only 36, but I went to concerts when I was like young, like 12, 11 and shit.
Damn.
And I actually seen ICP open for people, like Too Short and fucking Outkast.
No shit.
Damn.
Yeah, see, me being a
That's crazy.
'90s kid from Metro Detroit, I grew up with Eminem, Kid Rock, and ICP. Like even with the Feud and all that bullshit, I grew up with those three artists. I knew every song of every.
But I'm telling you, before then, dude, like in the like mid '90s, so like '95ish, it was so crazy because like it was literally like Eminem, not Eminem because he was nowhere to be found. Esham, ICP, and Kid Rock were taking turns every 3 months doing shows.
No shit.
So like January would be like Esham, February would be Kid Rock, March would be ICP,
And then
it'd be like Kid Rock, Esham, ICP, Kid
That's
Rock,
genius.
Esham, ICP, Kid Rock, Esham, ICP, and they'd always promote, like have people promote each other's shows and shit like that. So like, if you're into like the because that was the local hip hop scene, not Eminem. He was nowhere in that.
Yeah, I
was
heard there's
Esham, Kid
videos
Rock,
out there
and
of
ICP.
Eminem at ICP shows with his face paint on and shit like
yeah,
that.
dude,
because you can tell that he's definitely influenced
the
by ICP,
flyer-
especially the older shit.
The flyer that they talk about, like I've seen.
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
Like,
yeah,
I
yeah.
know who designed that. This dude named Mark Kemp. Like I know him. Like yeah, I know all about that flyer. Like
You know that's interesting that you talk about like how they cycled through. Kid Rock, then ICP, and then so Esham, and then so on and so forth. And they it would be
So they
every
could
3
build
months.
together.
Right. You
I
don't see
mean, I
that.
don't think they did that on purpose. It's just they didn't want to be like, man, fuck, I don't want to do a show like the same week as them because they'll fucking. They'll
They
st-
had to talk to each
They'll,
other.
they'll
though.
steal it.
They had to
Because
talk to each
there
other.
was a rumor back in the day that they wanted to do the big hot show, which would have been all three. You
Yeah.
know?
Right.
But it's like, well, ICP can already sell out the Fillmore by themselves, and that's where it'd be at. But they're like, fuck it, we'll open.
Great
Kid Rock
venue,
and
by the way.
Esham- Kid Rock and
venue.
Esham couldn't decide on who would close.
They couldn't decide who was the like.
Which-
big
Which
act.
technically, if you're going by sales,
Esham over Kid Rock. Well,
it should have been ICP Esham. It should have been ICP closing, Esham and Kid Rock opening. But
Well, you got to think too, though. Kid Rock blew up.
Oh,
with
yeah.
that.
well, no,
Yeah.
I'm talking. This is like 95,
Yeah,
96.
This
Right.
is like
when he was like,
Polyfuse Method,
when he was
fucking
when he was
Dog
basically
Beat- or
almost
not
like
Dog
begging
Beats,
them
fucking,
for.
No, let me finish my thought though. He blew up. The Insane Clown Posse also blew up, and if you actually look, it was like
He used to
like
diss
Kid Rock
them.
blew up much later than when the Insane Clown Posse had.
Oh, yeah. About
with
a year
that
and a
single
half.
"Ball with the Ball."
oh, yeah,
like
you
I
said,
wouldn't have known who Kid
99 or
Rock
some
was.
shit.
Yeah.
Around
Yeah,
there.
dude,
I
Kid Rock
was-
didn't put. And what's funny is, Devil Without a Cause came out the exact same day as Korn's Follow the Leader.
I did not know that.
No, neither did
Okay, and the first single did not break big until, like you said, 99, around Woodstock-ish. Because he got big with Bow with the Bob just before that.
Yeah.
But the summer before that, he was all over MTV because Carson Daly was trying to push him. And they're just like, yeah, we'll put him on the fucking Spring Bling fashion show bullshit. And he'd do like 2 or 3 songs, and that'd be it. And then like there was shit where he'd be the DJ. And like one summer, he was like a DJ up at MTV, and they're trying to get him on. And
I
it was
owned
hard.
Devil Without a Cause on cassette actually.
look at it. It came out in like 97, I think.
Did you know that there's actually 2 different versions of Devil Without a Cause? I actually got into a big like discussion with Bob. Rox
Yes, I
about it.
remember this.
Cause like I said, ICP, Kid Rock, and Eminem. I do every song on those albums because they're the first albums I personally owned. And I guess Bob had a version of Devil Without a Cause. Track number 14 was Black Chick, White Guy on the Devil Without a Cause album.
Yeah.
And he absolutely refused. He said that wasn't on the album at all. And that track number 15, which is, I want to say it's another rendition of...
Bull God.
Yeah, Bull God. And those 2 were only on like a separate print of Devil Without a Cause or something like that. Apparently there's a version out there where those songs aren't even anywhere on there. And I never even knew it because I grew up with the one with Black Chick, White Guy. That was one of my favorite
Well, because
fucking
Black
songs.
Chick, White Guy originally came out on Early Morning Stone Pimp. And so when he first put it out like nationally, no, that song was not on there until like
Aw,
it started to
it's
sell
later.
and shit like that. Because like even when it first came out, I don't even think it was on Atlantic Records like it was supposed to be. It was on like Lava.
All right. I am being told that we are signing off.
We're
So I
gonna
just
have to
want-
wrap up real quick
just-
before we do go. Just do you guys have anything coming up that you want to push besides your album, shows with XO? Anything that you guys want to get out there and get
Extra
let people know?
Overdose, May 9th through 12th with Twisted on a New Generation tour. It's like Lexington, Kentucky, Indianapolis, Cleveland, and Springfield, MO. I don't know what.
You guys need a merch man? Let me know.
I think you might be on the FFF tour.
Oh, I thought it said it was in April.
No, May.
Oh, I
May
thought you said
9th,
April.
May,
Yeah,
May
I'll be
9th
gone.
through 12th.
I'll be gone.
Let's take him. Let's see what else
He
we
can't
got.
do merch. You don't want him.
I can't do merch.
Be on the lookout for EXO's gonna be definitely dropping some new shit in about 2 months, 3 months.
Some music videos coming up soon.
Oh yeah,
too.
definitely got music video. RoX-TV shooting a music video for the single "My Mentality" off "Viral Injection" by Extra Overdose. So be on the lookout for that soon.
Alrighty, Dahmer, anything you want to get out there, let people know about?
Yeah, we got a new video coming out, shot by Blades Dark, Bridge Card Shouty. It's off of there. That'll be coming out soon. Other than that,
Put it back up there.
just check DahmerAin'tShit.com for any updates. I don't really have any shows booked or anything right now, but yeah, that's about it right now. I mean, you can keep updates. Shit just comes and comes when it comes, you know?
And it
I'll
just
let you
keeps
guys know.
going and going and going.
So I can't really give you one in particular, besides I know that the video will be coming soon, and then, you know,
For
from
sure,
there,
for sure.
I guess if we get a show booked.
And just want to thank our sponsors, Party Masters. Thank you guys so much for all of your technology, for all your technology needs for your party or whichever event. They have you covered.
Carefree Foods, thank you for all of your amazing food and your support with us. Thank you, Jorg and Broken Blanket Media, for everything you guys do for us. You make us amazing.
And don't forget, we have Seventh Dimension, and we have. I think that's all of them, isn't it? I think.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Seventh Dimension was the last one. We were working on it. All right, so I believe that's time for us to sign off. Ladies and gentlemen, his name is Sid Jones. I am Casper with a K. Thank you very much, Ed Smash and Daniel Dahmer, for joining us
Thank
this
you guys.
week.
Oh, you got to. We'll announce the winners of the CD a little later because we went over time. So we will announce it. So keep commenting, top 10, and you will be selected on Facebook and or Twitter, and we will combine it all up and let you guys know. When should we announce it? You want to announce it next week? Let's do it next week.
Let's do it Saturday when we're at Hash Bash.
We'll announce the winner at Hash Bash. Thank you guys. Make
There we
sure you
go.
guys tune in. RoX-TV Weekly, RoX-TV.com, Broken Blanket Production, and all you guys here. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you guys.
Have a good one,
Thank
y'all.
y'all.